Hello and welcome. We are BBC Media Action and Suspilne. Our session today is about using media to increase visibility and participation of women and LGBTQI+ communities. And we will talk about this in relation to our work in Ukraine. BBC Media Action is the BBC's international charity. We work in 24 countries around the world, supporting people to have access to accurate, trusted and balanced information. Suspilne is Ukraine's public service broadcaster and a long-standing media partner of BBC Media Action. As part of our media development and capacity strengthening work for independent media, we have been working on projects focused on challenging stereotypes and promoting more inclusive attitudes towards marginalised communities. These projects were parts of initiatives implemented by NDI and funded by Global Affairs Canada and the Swedish International Development Corporation, SIDA.
During a full-scale war, there are concerns of backsliding to traditional gender norms and stereotypes. However, in Ukraine we see so many women and LGBTQ+ people actively participating in community life, social life and war efforts. We see them creating new businesses, we see them making art, contributing to their communities, and of course, fighting on the front line and risking their lives, while also fighting for their rights. And that deserves to be recognized and deserves to be visible and acknowledged as an equal contribution to society amid the war. And this trend is displayed already in the Ukrainian society of more acceptance and recognition of this. According to the National Democratic Institute public opinion polling, the majority of Ukrainians believe that LGBTQ+ people should have the same rights as others, that women should participate equally in political life, social life, and cultural life, which showcases that Ukrainians are united in this, which is why a project like this is very important, to bring the visibility of women and LGBTQ+ people's contribution to Ukrainian society and politics and war effort, to make them more visible so that they are more accepted.
Для нас, як для суспільного мовника, дуже важливим зараз є те, щоб використовувати усі майданчики для суспільного діалогу та дискусії. Тим, що ми показуємо ці історії, особливо персональні історії, впроваджуємо і репрезентуємо думку жінок, ЛГБТ-спільноти в медіа, ми виконуємо частково свою функцію як суспільного мовника, який представляє дуже різне, різноманітне diversity суспільство. Тому через документальний формат, персональний формат, делікатно та глибоко розкриваючи персоналі кожного нашого героя, ми хотіли би досягнути ефекту, коли наші глядачі будуть розуміти наших героїв, поважати їх і допомагати вирішувати їхні проблеми як у зрілому демократичному суспільстві. А ми, як велике медіа, будемо продовжувати робити подібні проекти, далі будемо висвітлювати теми рівності в наших новинах і, звісно, сподіватися, що це вплине на видимість таких історій в нашому українському суспільстві.
The Visible Project is stories about Ukrainian men and women who contribute to Ukraine's victory and its development as a free, democratic and equal state. It was very important for us to keep focus on these main ideas of the project. So that stories about people, not their gender or sex. Each story of this Visible Project give media representation to those who society tries to be best to ignore. Please see the trailer.
Hear stories from people just like you and me. Join us from all walks of life. What united them is that they refused to wait for a favorable wind. They are changing the world themselves.
Як ми можемо зупинитися, коли наші військові щодня стоять за нас?
Their voices are the only voices as others choose to be silent.
Не боятися говорити – це бути гучною.
People who buy, collect and supply donations for those who fight. And those who the front line.
Я була медиком. Зараз я перекваліфіковуюсь на пілота БПЛА.
Those who create petitions to gather support for their vision. And those ready to back the petitions with actions and decisions. Those who are already big bosses but devote themselves to larger causes. So that corruptions can end and there is accountability for what we say. With charity always having a purpose instead of filling someone else's pockets. For the art that is brave and bright, for the society with equal rights, for education that is outstanding, for cultural diversity and mutual aid. For that long anticipated Victory Day. And lastly, as they say, for the war to go away, so that our loved ones can soon return home. Stories about people who are different, but united by the common will to fight. We may not know them well yet, but their actions and efforts clearly tell us: conscious, united, visible.
Because this is a really important project in the terms of our reality. We still live in the community which is living by the basis rules of Soviet Union, and a lot of people are discriminated by the society, but I think it's wrong. I think each and every person is an individual, and each and every person can be whom they wanted to be. And this project is showing that there are different people inside of the Ukrainian community, inside of Ukrainian society. They have a different vision of the world, they have a different perspectives, but they still the same human beings as everybody else.
Від початку драфтовий заголовок нашого проєкту був «Різні види не єдині». І цими історіями ми показали, що українці, ми всі різні, у нас можуть бути там різні вподобання, але ми всі єдині в тому, що ми всі працюємо на перемогу, ми всі працюємо на демократичні зміни. Цим проєктом ми підкреслюємо роль жінки, яка от не часто раніше з'являлась, і ми її показали, ми дали їй голос. І друга частина – це те, що от є ЛГБТQ спільнота, і ці люди мають право кохати, кого вони захочуть, незалежно від статі. І цим проєктом ми показуємо, що так, ці люди мають ті самі потреби, що і гетеросексуальні люди, але, на жаль, чомусь вони не мають тих самих прав. І цим проєктом ми доносимо до аудиторії, щоб глядачі також приймали це і допомагали, наскільки вони можуть, або хоча б не засуджували, а розуміли цих людей. Для того, щоб ми жили в вільному, безпечному, спокійному суспільстві.